Time that you do a mitzvah, you're lighting candles. And these candles will be with you in times of challenge, in times of darkness. These candles will light up the way. Ner mitzvah. In a dark place, sometimes you need candles. In a dark alleyway, you need candles. In a dungeon, you need candles. Ner mitzvah. But it's not enough just to have the candles, to have the wax and the wick. The Torah or, and the Torah is the light that comes off the candles. Ner mitzvah, the Torah or. Torah is the light. The Torah is that which will light up the way, my friends, for eternity. What if you have Torah with no mitzvahs? You just have sparks. That they don't catch on anything. They need to be grounded. What if you just have mitzvahs and you have a lot of candelabras but there's no light? Nobody lit it up. You gotta light it up. You gotta light it up. Ner mitzvah, you want to have lots of candelabras and then you want to light them up. That's the Torah or. That's the light. That's the light of Yutes Kislev, of Shnei Or, Shner Zalman of Liadi, which we'll get into Mitzvah Shem later. The light of Nigla and the light of Nister, the revealed part of the Torah and the hidden part of the Torah. The great light of Yutes Kislev is upon us. You guys heard of Yutes Kislev?
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming. Yutes Kislev is all a preparation for Chanukah. Getting you ready. Yutes Kislev is the day where the holy Balatanya was put into jail. Or he came out of jail. Why was he put into jail? It's complex. He was put into jail essentially for teaching Torah. And for 53 days he was in jail, corresponding to the 53 chapters of the Tanya, corresponding to the 53 parshias of the Torah. And during that time that he was incarcerated in jail, he was very, very much put into very painful situations and being scrutinized for his belief systems. And he was asked if he is a student of Rabbi Yisrael Baal Shem Tov, the great Hasidic leader, and the Tsar Nikolai, if he could find that he was part of this group of Jews following the great miracle rabbi, Rabbi Yisrael Baal Shem Tov, if it could be seen that he was part of that group, then there were those that believed that maybe this was a rebellion against the Malchus, against the kingdom, the Russian Nikolai. And when they asked him if he's a student of the Baal Shem Tov, a student of the great Hasidic master, the Baal Shem Tov, so his life was at risk for saying yes. Because that could have been a rebellion, seen as a rebellion against the kingdom. And we know that if your life is on the line, are you allowed to give up your life? Well, only if it's one of the three big mitzvahs, right? What are the three big ones?
Idolatry.
No idol worship, no
Adultery.
and no murder. That according to the Torah that we all have, where does it say anywhere that you have to give up your life potentially to say that you're a student of the Baal Shem Tov? Why didn't he just lie and then wiggle out of the story? Bless you, bless you. Why was he putting his life in danger by saying that, yes, I am a student of the Baal Shem Tov. I'm a student of Hasidic thought. So many answer that the reason why he said that, yes, I'm a student of the Baal Shem Tov, Because being a student of the Baal Shem Tov and a student of Hasidic thought is life itself. And if I deny that, I'm already dead. If I deny that, I'm already dead. Because being a student of the light of Torah is life itself. And there were many, many miracles that happened along the way of this great day of Yud Tes Kislev that led up to this great day. And it's the day that he got out of jail. And when the time came for the guards to open up the cell, he was reading Tehillim, and he was at the pasuk that said, Toda b'sholom nafshi, ki rabim hai limodi, that I have been redeemed in peace. And he got to the door, and the guards were getting ready to open up the key, and the Balatime just pushed the door like this. He just like blew it, the door opened. And they went to go take off his handcuffs and just shook them off. Because when the time of the redemption has arrived, you don't need to wait for any guard to open up the jail cell. If time had been decided in Shemayim that the redemption had come and the light should now come and fill the world, then the light will fill the world. And there's much more to the story. Maybe we'll talk about it more tonight for Zoicha. That this was the day that was called Rosh Hashanah l'Chasidus, called the New Year of Hasidic thought, that essentially was the day that was seen that what people were concerned about, that maybe the time of the light of the Baal Shem Tov coming to the world, it was not yet that time, and would die in a jail cell in St. Petersburg. The Balatanya coming out of jail was symbolically seen as not only will the light come out into the world, the light will now get brighter and brighter. And around the world, my friends, tonight and tomorrow, you will see a big light if you hang around the right chevra. And this light has been growing ever stronger as the years go on. And this day is really a symbol of the light of the inner dimension of Torah, the light of your soul shining out to the world, that this should be a time that you shine brightly in a dark world. And that's why this is the precursor to Chanukah. This is like the hachana to get ready for Chanukah's Yud Tes Kislev. And it's always been a very auspicious day of spiritual growth. It's a day that you reconfirm and you re-enlist in the army of learning the inner dimension of Torah. And you say that I am enlisting myself, committed, yes you Asher, enlisting myself, committed to not just go through the world in a shallow way anymore. I don't want to just see the world in a superficial way anymore. I don't want to see myself in a superficial way anymore. I want to totally identify with my soul, with my neshama. Because the inner dimension of Torah is here to reveal my soul. So this is just the introduction to Yud Tes Kislev, which is coming up tonight. B'siyata d'shmaya, we should be zocheh to this great light that's coming down into the world. So here the Rebbe says a little bit more. The kivin sha'or agona zazeh nignas b'Torah kedosha. Where was this light hidden? The light of Chanukah. It was hidden in the Torah. L'chein alidei kiyin mitzvahs hadlokas ner Chanukah v'stalkus al neres. When you look into the candles, and everyone, you light your Chanukah candles, make sure you spend time looking into the candles. Spend time looking into the candles. How long should you look into the candles?
7 hours.
30 minutes.
So the strict halacha says you don't have to look at them for 30 minutes. The halacha states the candles need to be able to be lit for 30 minutes. I.e., there's enough oil inside the candles that it will stay lit for 30 minutes. And it's also in a location that the wind will not blow it out. And it's got a fighting chance to last for 30 minutes. Then you're yotzi the mitzvah. But that's the simple meaning of the mitzvah. But if you could sit by your candles and look into the candles, it will teach you things. Remember, Chanukah is chinuch. Chinuch means to teach us. It's teaching you what's going to be in the days to come, in the days of Mashiach. And like we said, if somebody's been in a dark dungeon, in a pit, and they haven't seen the light of day for a long time, you can't take them right out into the middle of the sunshine. It's blinding. You need to give them a little bit more light, and then a little bit more, and open up the crack a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. So Mashiach just came, and all of a sudden, it's like staring at a billion suns put together. It'd be a little bit hard for us to experience the pleasure of that experience. So it's a good thing that Hashem has been giving us Chanukah, because Chanukah is the light coming out in the world little by little by little, until you could mamish experience it. By the way, there's a deep connection between Chanukah and Lag BaOmer. Because Lag BaOmer is when you see the light, Leib. Chanukah is the beginning of get ready for Lag BaOmer. Bar Yochai nimshachta ashrecha. I was hanging with the Sephardim on Shabbos. I'm lit up with Bar Yochai. Sephardim know how to party. Like Bario told me, once you go Sephardi, you don't leave the party. Best line. Ner mitzvah zoichen lahamshech ha'oragonus lanu l'zareinu. The imo beyachad nimshach gam kein Torah or l'sayeh la'adam lahasik ora Torah. When you light the lights of Chanukah, that's ner mitzvah. What do you get? Torah or. Then you get the light of Torah. So the ner mitzvah of Chanukah gives me the Torah or, gives me the light of Torah. And that's why I was always very, very misugal to learn the secrets of Torah in Chanukah. The light of Torah. To mamish learn the secret inner light of Torah on Chanukah. B'miyuchad. Ben Yonim b'Torah Shabal Peh, specifically Torah Shabal Peh. And how many Masechtas are in Torah Shabal Peh? The 36 Masechtas of Torah Shabal Peh correspond to the 36 lights of Chanukah. Umekubal mitzadikim, and the tzadikim taught us, Shiyamei Chanukah nesugalim b'yoyser lilmoid soides ha'Torah. That the tzadikim taught us that Chanukah is very auspicious to learn the secrets of Torah. Hamisgalim b'yom halalu b'ribu yisera alades galus ha'oragonus, because the Oraganus, the hidden light, is starting to come out on Chanukah. Haroimes al ginzei sisrei Torah. Gam shebiyoim chaf hei kislev nisgalu raze haTorah leMoshe Rabbeinu. He says an amazing thing, that on the day of Chanukah was the day that Moshe Rabbeinu started getting the secrets of Torah. Moshe Rabbeinu started receiving great secrets of Torah. This is a long time before Chanukah. But the 25th day of Kislev was already waiting. Like the Torah says, Bereshis bar Elokim Eisa Shamayim ve'Eisa Aretz. And in the beginning of Hashem's creating the heavens and the earth, ve'aretz ha'isa soyu v'avoyu, ve'choshech al pnei sahoyim, ve'ruach Elokim meracheves al pnei hamayim. And the land was desolate and dark. The Yomer Elokim, and God said, Yehi or, let there be light. Yehi, let there be. What's the gematria of Yehi? Let there be. Yud and a Hey and a Yud. Yehi. 25th day of Kislev. Let there be. Let there be these great days of Chanukah that are going to come in the end of days, that are going to bring you the or. Yehi or. That Yehi is gematria 25. Yehi or. And on the 25th day, you're going to start seeing the light. And or is what gematria? Aleph and a Vav and a Resh. Aleph is 1, Vav is 6, 7, and a Resh is 200, 207, which is the same gematria as Raz, which means secrets. So on the 25th day, there's going to be Raz and Dirais. There's going to be the secrets of Torah coming out. Great secrets of Torah coming out. Mamish during this time. And of course, Yehi Or is the gematria of the 4 ways of spelling God's name. How do you spell God's name? Yud and a Hey and a Vav and a Hey. Let's do a little bit of mathematics, my friends. How you guys at math? Okay? How do you spell Yud and a Hey and a Vav and a Hey all the way out? So Yud is Yud Vav Dal. Yud Vav Dal. Yud. Right? Yud can be Yud. Oh, let's go. Yud, Yud Vav Dal. What's Hey? Hey Yud. Hey. Hey Yud. Right? What's Vav? Vav Yud Vav. What's Hey? Hey Yud. So work it out.
72.
72. Beautiful. Let's go. But then you can also spell it where you take away one of the Yuds and the Vav becomes an Aleph. It's called Sad. So Yud Vav Daled, 20. Hey Yud, 15. Vav Aleph Vav, 13. And then Hey Yud, another 15. 63. 72 plus 63. Okay, hold on to that. And now you can also spell it with Alfin. That's called Ma. So Yud Vav Daled, 20. Hey Aleph, 6. Vav Aleph Vav, 13. Hey Aleph, 6. That's Ma. That's 45. Okay, and then there's Ban, where you spell it with Hayin. So you have Yud Vav Daled, 20. You have Hey Hey, that's Hey. And you have Vav Vav, Vav. And Hey Hey, that's Ban. That's 52. So what are those together? Ab Sag Ma Ban.
232. Yeah.
Okay? Okay, that's very good. That's the Ralab. So 232. What's Yehi?
25.
25. What's Or?
207. What did we say?
Yehi Or 207. 232.
Oh.
Ab Sagma Ban. Yehi Or. Let there be light. What's the light? Is all Yud K Vav K. Everything together, mamish. Yehi Or Abois. Let there be light. And of course, Yehi Or is the same gematria as Habracha. This is when all the bracha is going to come down into your life, blessing, and Allah get the zachem, the nachal noivei makor chachma, mamish Yehi Or, let there be light. And there was light. Chanukah is opening up the light of Mashiach mamish. But you have to be open to this light. You have to get ready for this light. You have to know that Hashem is trying to communicate with you through this Or. He wants a relationship with you through this light. It's a very powerful time. And Chanukah is interesting because there's no Isser Malacha per se. It's not like a Yom Tov where you really notice, like you're not going to work. Chanukah, everybody goes to work. They just come home, light candles, maybe go back to work. It's like in the middle of the regular darkness of Olam Hazeh. That's exactly where the greatest light is going to be revealed. In the middle of regular days of Malacha, the great light, Yehi Or. Choshech al Pnei Sahoim. When there's darkness filling the world, there's going to be a Yehi Or Mamish. There's going to be Habracha. There's going to be an Absag Maban. It's going to be all the relationships, all the Atzilus, Bria, Yitzir, Asiyah. Hashem is beckoning to us. Come and be with me. I want to give you this light. I'm trying to teach you about the days of Mashiach that are coming. Mashiach is coming, my friends. Get involved. Get involved. And that's why there's interesting Isurim that are mentioned in the Poskim, that a person should be very careful during Chanukah to be overly involved in like really non-productive activities. And one of the things that they mention is card games and gambling. Stay away.
Like just card
Dreidel is not gambling. It's been hijacked. It is not gambling. It's been hijacked.
So I can't play cards?
The 4 suits correspond to the Arba Avos Zikin, the 4 types of damages to a person's soul, which correspond to the 4 types of tsaras, the 4 types of leprosy. Just say no to drugs, boys. Just say no to drugs. And especially on Hanukkah. On Hanukkah, the very influence of the Hellenists and the secularism as its own thing is exactly that which we are rejected. And we're going to the Or, Yehi Or. We're going to the Ner Mitzvah, the Torah Or. The Torah Shabbal Peh, the 36 Mesechtas of Torah Shabbal Peh. My Hanukkah, the Tanu Rabbana. It's the day to really be, it's the days to steig a lot. And therefore be careful because it's like in a very sort of regular time of the year. You know, people are going to work still. You have to really say, God, I am committed to bringing your light into this world. So Bezrat Hashem, my friends, we should bring the light of Hashem into this world.
Amen.
We should see tremendous blessing from all of us, B'siyata D'Shmaya,
Amen.
to grow. We should be zoned to the Amsag Ma'ban and connect ourselves to the Yehi Or and to the Razin Deraisa on the 25th day of Kislev that is opening up. And it's opening up in a major way starting tonight on Yud Tes Kislev. We should be Zoycha Mamash the Shnei Or, that light will burst forth and we'll see the great light in Mashiach Tzidkenu, B'mehera v'yameinu, Amen v'yamein. Have a wonderful day, my dear friends. Call to all the best.